Still the button is not appear. Okay, I will share my screen now. Can all of you see my screen?
Yes, doctor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for your response. Right, Chapter 9 is about sales training. That's the outline of what we are going to discuss. The first one, key issues in sales training. Second one, objective of sales training. Third one, development of sales training program. Fourth is training of new sales recruit, meaning that new sale personnel, and then training of experienced sales personnel, and then sales training topic, sales training method, and also measuring the cost and benefit of sales training. So these are some of the issues in the key training. The issue is that who should be trained? Even though we have so many sales task force in the company, the management should identify what kind, which or who actually need the training and what kind of training. It's not just about who, because when we are talking about who, probably in one company, they will have various sales personnel in which it differs in terms of grade and experience. And grade and experience play an important role of content on what to be conducted, the level of training and so on. And then what should be the primary emphasis on training program, the content, meaning the content of the training program itself. And last one, how should the training process be structured? There's so many ways of the training process. It can be just a webinar, it can be just a short term, it can be also a long-term training. So objective of sales training, regardless of what, generally there are 5 general ideas why training is needed. Okay, first one, to increase productivity. Sometimes when we have sales personnel and they don't have training, there are some possibility that the content that they need to deliver to the customer, it is not there, or probably the content that need to be updated. Of course, the better person, the better of a knowledge someone have, the better their ability to deliver it to the customer. So for sales personnel, the moment they know about the product that need to be sold, therefore they are more confident, and most likely because of that confidence, they are able to close sale better. Same thing like student, like you are in class. If you don't really have the knowledge about the content, you will feel less confident or not confident. If I ask you to do some presentation, for example, and because of that, knowledge of the product to be sold is very important. And once they know, of course, it will increase the productivity of the sales personnel. And the productivity of sales personnel normally be measured by the sales performance. Okay, second one, improve morale. This is related with the previous chapter we are discussing about motivation. So sales personnel, sales training indirectly can improve the morale. Because once the sales personnel have training, especially training that come with certain certification that allow them or upgrade them to certain level, it will be a motivation itself to the individual. For example, like before this sales personnel only go for sales training at lower level. Certified, get certified training, and then move to the advanced level and get the certification. Of course, they will feel, yes, now I am better as compared to the one who don't have the certificate. So this is what it means by improving the morale. It will improve the motivation and make this particular salesperson not only productive, but they're also willing to give more to the company. Okay, and lower turnover. Lower turnover normally come with satisfaction. Higher morale, improving morale, indirectly improving satisfaction. When improved satisfaction, meaning sales personnel refuse to leave the company. It make the turnover rate lower, and then improve customer relation. This is a long term. objective, in which if salesperson understand about the product more, they are able to make decision better. We always must remember that the more information that we have at the time we make the decision, most of the time the decision is better as compared to the time that we don't have the information. So that what makes this customer relationship matters. Because when sales personnel understand about the product, they can deliver that information to the customer, in which customer will make a better decision. These are the things that it is not like a monetary value, but it will come with loyalty. And last one is improving selling skill. Those who are confident, have knowledge, most of the time has better skill in selling as compared to those who don't have knowledge and not confident. Or to those who have knowledge, who don't have knowledge but have confidence. There are some people also, sales personnel, they're so confident even though they don't have or very little knowledge. But definitely those who are confident and has information will have a better selling skill. Better selling skill, meaning that faster of turning or converting the potential customer to the actual customer. Okay. And then the third one is development of sales training program. How the managers should do to develop the sales training program. So these are the steps analyzing the training needs of the sales force. First one, the management need to know what they need, what the company need. Such as from there, they will look into job analysis, job description, sales force and marketing sales manager, evaluating previous training program and also the customer. They will need to see of overall of this. Only the management know either what kind of training that should be provided for which level of sales force. Okay. Second one is after that, when they get this input, then they will define the objective, review the need, consider short-term or long-term issues, and compare training objective with company goal. It's very important to align whatever activities in the company to be aligned with the company actual goal, mission, and vision. This is very important. Otherwise, the training, the investment for training would be wasted. So this is a time where the company will match. Okay, will match. Uh, Based on the need and this benefit, they will come out with the program and implement it. So what they will do is that they will evaluate the previous training program method and consider cost benefit of various training method. What I mean by this is that each of the training, even though it is important, the management will make sure that they will invest only on profitable activities only. Okay, most of the time company will not invest on something that will not give benefit to the customer, to the sales force or to the company. And then after that, only they will establish the training budget, develop the training material, train the sales trainer. This normally is the TOT. Okay, the trainee, the trainer, and establish the timing and also select the location. And then after that, only the company will evaluate and review the program by having the development of monitoring system. And then after that, monitor the program and analyze the direction, learning behavior, measure the result, conduct cost benefit analysis, and revise the program is needed before next session. So this is the analysis of the training need in the sales task force, meaning to say that they cannot like, okay, I think we need training. And then suddenly you come up with training. No, it cannot be like that. It should be based on this minimum, what we call the basic step, to analyze what kind of training or the training program that should be provided to the sales force. Okay, next section, section number 4 is about training of new sales recruit. This is about new sales force that just joining the company or probably also just joining the industry. So for the training of new sales recruit is important because they are still fresh. Again, to those who are new, it can be classified either new to the company or new to the industry. There are some that is new to the industry, even need more assistance as compared to those who just new to the company but already such long time in a industry. And then also the company need to fix period for formal training. It cannot be like you give the training all the time. No. Training will be given on certain time, and then after that, of course, management started to allow you to do your thing, and they will start to measure either the investment, the training for this particular sales force is actually give benefit back to the company. And that training needs vary from firm to firm and even within firm. So talking about sales force, even in the same industry, company may have different ways of doing the sale. Okay, some company may opt for webinar, some company may opt for probably the role play. Some may opt for on-job training, some may opt for normal classroom training. So it's depend on the need of the training, the level of the training, objective of the training, and so on. Even within a firm, can happen if, for example, in the same department, there are various classification of sales force. New sales force, medium sales force, and also it's like the senior sales force. Senior sales force, normally, they just have few accounts, but each account will give a huge sale. Right? Of course, these kind of people have different way of approaching customer, and the expectation from the company also to this kind of people is different as compared to the new sales recruit. And then different length of training program is a company philosophy reference in the need and aptitude of the recruit. So how long the training should be, it depends on what kind of objective, what is the objective of the firm, and what they want at the end of the day after the completion of training, what they can gain, what the sales force can gain from the training. So there are some training may take longer time, some training will be just a short term. Okay, on the fifth section is about training of experienced sales personnel. So experienced sales personnel normally are people who already senior in the firm, meaning that they already probably just joined in but already long in the industry. The reason why um, training be given to this kind of people, firstly because of promotion. Maybe after this kind of people will be promoted at the managerial level. That is one. Or maybe also is for insurance for a company major asset. Company major asset meaning that company started to feel that this particular person will become someone important. They bring a lot of sale, consistent, customer like them. Okay, if company lose this kind of people, actually company also will lose the business. So that's why the experienced sales personnel also can become the insurance for company's major asset. That's what it means lah. Meaning to say that that particular person have something that if the company let them go, meaning that the company is willing to lose their sale too, their company performance too. Okay, and then section 6 is about sales training topic. What kind of training that can be conducted? The first one is about product knowledge. Product knowledge meaning that if they are selling something, they must know about how the product can do, how long the product should be available in the market, the integration of this product with the previous product that they use. If they already have a component, this new product, how it will help further. So this kind of thing is about product knowledge. Second one is market industry orientation sale. Orientation sale meaning that each of company must know, must inform the salesperson the orientation of the industry, of the market. Meaning to say that if that particular person already been the sales force in another industry, it may be differ when they change it to new industry. For example, if someone from avian industry or tourism industry, suddenly they come to the retailing industry. Okay, meaning that there are some changes in terms of how they are supposed to do their job, even though it's still sale for both. And then also company orientation. Company orientation also different. If you discuss back about from your fundamental of marketing, each of company will have its own philosophies, sales philosophies. So sales philosophies later will become the company orientation. And this company orientation actually differs from one company to another. If some company focusing on CSR as part of their duty, they may not be considered much about marketing philosophies. But to some people, uh, CSR is a part of their orientation or company culture. Okay, and then the first one is time and trajectory management. How to manage time in terms of sale and how you manage your company in your responsibility, your sales responsibility. Those are the trajectory management. So each of trajectory is differ. Normally, each trajectory will be very much influenced by culture of local culture for that particular area. Therefore, sales force must each of sales personnel must understand if, for example, they have been moved from Bintulu Sarawak, for example, to Penang. Both trajectory have different culture, have different ways of purchasing and so on. Same thing like me last time when I studied in UEM, the orientation of the university is different. The in term of local influence culture also different. But when I moved to Penang, actually it's not so much of different in term of locality. But because of the university, the range of the university between UEM and USM are far different. Therefore, this, the people, the way you handle your daily life in USM is different as compared to UEM. Even UEM in Sintok compared to UITM is also different. So, this locality and culture of each of the um, company or organization actually fall under the trajectory management. And then legal and ethical issues, especially to the product that involve import and export issues. Jadi probably also that particular product belong to certain group of product. For example, it could be a control product like pharmaceutical or drugs. Okay, so those are some of the legal issues may bind with the production of those products. And also technology, what kind of technology that can support the learning and also can support the sales force. Okay, and also the specialized training topic. Normally, this one is it rely on the need from time to time need. What are the special need for the organization to conduct the training for the sales force? For example, like before this, maybe the company familiar with certain brand. Now that particular company actually change the solution from different brand to new brand. Therefore, the specialization of training topic need to be connected to the sales force that related with this particular company, with this particular solution. Okay, next is sales training method. There are a few ways sales training can be conducted. First one is on-job training. I love on-job training. On-job training meaning that you will be attached to a certain company, okay, with the sales personnel, senior position than you, and then you will see how they do the job and how they solve the problem. So on-job training is like you become a shadow to your supervisor, and you will observe everything that they do in their about their job. And of course, from time to time, you also become the assistant. I love this on-job training very much. And also classroom training. Classroom training is like attending classroom. And of course, this textbook actually come before pandemic. That's why classroom training come into pictures. Now it can be, it probably not classroom training, but it probably become the hybrid training. Role play. Role play is about, normally, role play happen during workshops. Okay, or when we have a workshop or strategic planning workshop, there are some possibility. One of the activities is role play, meaning to say that you probably been given a scenario, one scenario of the situation, and from there you will try to find solution as if it is the real one. I involved with one of these role playing that is about sale efficiency, if I'm not mistaken. So we were being invited. We're placed in one room. It's like the macam mana, computer lab. And then after that, you have to be trained. You have to work as if you are handling sale. As if you are handling sale, and you are dealing with the right people. You are dealing with the you know with the supplier and so on, as if everything is real. And at the end of the day, they will check how many sales you can secure. Those are role play, and for me, this role play is very tiring. I ever involved with one role play playing for 3 days. And then electronic training method, this can be instantaneous or instantaneous. Um, it is about like electronic training method. It can be videos combined with hybrid, combined with lecture and so on. Whatever that can be conducted online, this is considered as the electronic training method. Okay. Last is about measuring the cost and benefit of sales training. Company will not invest if it will not make profit. And profit can be measured based on monetary or probably in terms of development of human capital. Development of human capital, like we already discussed earlier, is about improving morale, less turnover. So those are the non-monetary benefit that the company can gain whenever they conduct a training. The first one is they must check on the sales training cost, how much it required, how much the company has to spend. And then after that, measurement criteria. Measurement criteria meaning to say that if it is about the product knowledge, meaning that once the sales force join this training, they probably have some increment on their sale quota. So increment of sale quota, for example, like 20% based on that particular product that they went the training for. So those are the measurement criteria. Those are the example of measurement criteria. And measuring broad benefit, meaning to say that the overall, how overall performance of the company or the overall performance of sales department. So if the company conducted certain training, how it will involve. You must remember that sometimes training, companies send one person to go for training, come back. It is not only for themselves. When they come back, they have to train people in their department. Those are under broad benefit. And also the measuring specific benefit, like I mentioned, if it is about specific product, and the increment of sale on that particular product, for example, like 20% of sale. So those are more specific benefit. And also some other recent trend in sales training evaluation. This one varies depending on culture, depending on environment. So for example, like during pandemic, come to endemic now, the sales, the trend probably differ from before pandemic. Okay, for example, like before this, maybe sales is about 2 million in one quarter, but now it may not be 1 million in quarter, but they are looking at how many loyal customers that are still dealing with the company. So the trend of training evaluation is no longer about the sale performance as monetary, but they also look for how many customers actually still stay and make purchase. So that can be another sales training evaluation. And of course, it differs from one firm to another firm, one company to another company, one industry to another industry. So these are the example of the measurement criteria. So in terms of reaction, did participant respond favorable to the program? So the information required is attitudinal, and the evaluation based on questionnaire, comment, anecdotes, and also interviews with participants. In terms of learning, it can be before and after test, behavior, like behavior rating before and after, critic incident, and also time series analysis. Time series analysis meaning that the measurement criteria is a long-term measurement. And result, what personnel of organization result occurred, change in sales productivity and other performance, and also another cost benefit method by the company. So that's it for chapter 7.